faster, healthier, better.
Thanks for being on the podcast, Dan. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's been a couple of texts back and forth trying to get you on, so I appreciate you taking the time.
More than a couple.
More than a couple. It's been I think, trying to get you on for the last 3 months, but you've been so busy.
Yeah,
with all your products.
The baby, different projects not related to supplements.
Okay, well, hopefully we can talk about that.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, cheers. I got a tea, you got a coffee.
Coffee, thank you. Appreciate
my
it.
crew. So explain to the audience how you got into owning a supplement business.
Well, the first thing was, unfortunately in Canada, we don't have, I don't want to say we don't have super high quality products.
I would say that. I'll say it.
Okay, well, you can say it.
I'll say, you don't have to say it. I'll say it.
Okay. Again, no disrespect to the other companies doing, I'm sure they're doing a great job. It's just that for me, I always had to order stuff from the US.
I agree.
So with shipping and the currency has changed and sometimes customs and the duty fees and all that stuff, it could get really expensive.
Well, yeah, because if you order something that's $50 by the exchange for US and duties, all of a sudden it's 100.
Yeah, well, $50 for let's say $15 shipping, $10, whatever, plus the exchange rate, all that stuff. It could get to $80 easily, right? So that's when I said, you know what? I think there's an opportunity here to do something to change this. And that's how it all started. Just trying to offer Canadian customers something a little bit different, something more potent, if you want to say it. And that's how it all started.
And so, were you born in Canada?
No, I was born in Colombia. But I moved here when I was 18.
18.
Yeah, and
to Toronto or to Canada?
To Toronto. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been now 11 years.
11 years. Yeah. That's awesome. And so, how did you come up with the name?
Honestly, I was just thinking about a bunch of different names, and Nuclear Pump was the first one, the first product. So I was just thinking about, something that it gives you killer pumps,
so you thought nuclear?
Yeah, killer pumps, mega pumps. I was just thinking of something in that regard, in that area, and I was just nuclear pump. And I started checking online if there was any other product with that same name. I didn't find anything. I did my research and I just said, you know what, it sounds good. It's catchy. I asked a few people and they liked it, and that's how I decided to name my first product Nuclear Pump.
Okay. And then
it went from there.
Yeah, obviously. And so I would assume that you didn't kind of just come to Canada and say, okay, I want to have a supplement business. Did you go to school for anything else?
Yeah, I went to college for art and design.
Okay.
For actually graphic novels, comic books, graphic novels, illustration.
So you yourself a little bit of a nerd when it comes to graphic novels?
Yeah. I actually, like I said, a few other projects in the works right now, not related to supplements. Some of these are with in the animation industry.
Cool.
Unfortunately, as you might know, with all these contracts and non-disclosure and all that stuff, you can't really talk about what you're working. But yeah, I've been working in the animation industry for a while now too.
So you do that simultaneously with?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because this is what I study, is what I like. So just because I have the supplement company doesn't mean I have to stop doing some of my other passions, right?
Yeah, that's fair. So when you started manufacturing these, so you're working out and you just saw that there was a hole, I guess, in the opportunity in the sense of the supplement business.
Yeah.
And so how do you start a supplement business? I don't even know that.
Well, the first thing is you try to find a manufacturer, right? I was checking in the US, in the UK, over here, and I actually found one that had, you start with a low minimum, right? You don't want to go with 1,000 units, because some of these other bigger manufacturers, they require 1,000, 5,000 units.
So there's it's insane. Almost?
Yeah, but the one I found, they had a lower minimum that I could be comfortable with. And at first, I didn't even know they were located in Canada. We were just talking, and then I said, okay, how does it go when I'm bringing them in from the US? And they're like, the US? We're just in Windsor. They're like, we're right here, so you don't even have to worry about the paying in US dollars and all that stuff. So it was great. I was really happy that it was being manufactured here in Canada.
So how long did it finally take for you to launch Sure.
You work on the sample on the formula. You kind of see what ingredients they have, what you can use over here. Because there's a few ingredients over here that we cannot use.
But it's a bit ridiculous, right? Because you can get ephedrine here, correct?
Yeah, but you
can't get it in the States. Correct?
Yeah, but you can get it under not because not specifically for like as a supplement, right?
Yeah,
you'll have to get it.
So explain that a little bit to the audience. Why is there's such a difference between the U.S. and the?
Well, I don't know. Well, Health Canada, they're I think more strict when it comes to what we can use over here. Ephedrine. You can get it, at Popeyes, GNC, all these places, but you cannot say that you're gonna get it to use it for as a pre-workout, for example, or as a fat burner, right? Like you can see when you buy it, when you buy it, it says that it's used for something else, right? So that you can use it, but just don't say that you're gonna use it for.
Which is so crazy, right?
It's just the way it is, right?
Yeah. So has there ever been some ingredients that you really wanted to use, but you can't use because?
Not really. With the UK, now that I'm manufacturing in the UK, we cannot use agmatine, which I like. I used to have it in the nuclear pre.
You can, or
no, you cannot use it.
Really? You can't use agmatine?
No, because
what did they say?
It's something related to it helps with pain, the fight pain. So. From what I read, from what I've been told, the government over there thinks that you can just use it as numbing pain and kind of like a drug.
That's right. So for the viewers at home, agmatine is used to prolong the pumps, correct?
Yeah,
break it down.
Yeah.
Let's say it helps the blood flow keep going constantly.
But some of the other effects is that numbing of pain, right?
Yeah.
So some people can use it in high dose and kind of I don't want to say get high, but that's what regulations.
I did not know that.
Yeah. There are a few. Like I said,
don't anybody do that, by the way.
Yeah, but there are a few other ingredients, I believe. The same over here. We cannot use yohimbine. What else?
I'm not really a fan of yohimbine.
No, I don't like it either. I don't like.
It gives me I get energized, but I feel almost like a cold sweat.
Yeah.
I did when I was younger, because when you're younger, you want a high stim pre. I feel. Yeah. But now I'm getting older.
Yeah, no, I don't like it because of that. It gives you the cold sweats. I remember sharing that pre-workout with my wife, and she hated it too. Like we couldn't really work out, so what's the point of taking it, right? If you're not really gonna be,
you're uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly.
You're super uncomfortable, and I think it stays in your body for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, it can stay depending on the dose, of course. But I just didn't like it, so that's why I don't even use it in my products.
Yeah.
We don't have the thermonuclear here, which is the fat burner, but when we were talking about revealing the product, a few people were saying, "Oh, I hope it doesn't have yohimbine because I don't like it." And I was like, once I revealed the formula, I was like. We don't use it because I personally don't like it, and we cannot use it over here, that ingredient. So I just said, I just had the formula without it. And
some people are very sensitive to yohimbine.
Yeah, right? Some people, yeah.
Because there's yohimbine and then the Rolofia.
Yeah,
different extracts.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. So what goes? Do you have a formulator?
I work with somebody else. Yeah. When it comes to this, we also, of course, once we get samples, we tweak it depending on feedback we get from customers, from VIP customers, if you want to call it, people that have been supporting us from the beginning. So we send them samples. They tell us what we like, what they like, what they didn't like, and we go from there.
Okay, so what?
I even gave you one of the products. We're not talking about what it is, but you tried it yourself. Yeah. You gave me your feedback, so that's.
I'm glad I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
What goes into formulating? So you sit down with your formulator. It's I'm just putting it out there. You're I want a non-stim nootropic.
Yeah.
Let's say, right?
Yeah.
With your formulator, and he or she says, okay, you guys just go back. Do you send him or her? The products you want in it, or you let
the ingredients,
or you let them kind of.
No, we both talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it, and of course, once I suggest something, he can say, "Oh, this won't work because we need this other ingredient to make it work." Stuff like that. This has to work with this other ingredient, and the dose needs to be this much, so it might be a little too much. It works like that. When I was working on the thermonuclear, we were going back and forth. I wanted an even bigger formula. And he said,
Oh, really? Did you
Yeah.
say what you wanted to add or no?
I can't remember right now. I had it on my phone, but it was just a bunch of like L-carnitine, all these other stuff. And L-carnitine, you need like 1 gram to 1.5.
for it to be-
And if you have in capsules, the serving size is going to be much bigger. Right now, it's only 2 capsules, right?
Why did you guys choose to do capsules just because it's hard to flavor some of that? Or you
just because it's convenient.
It's convenient?
It's convenient. You have 2 capsules, you put them in. Like if you want to take a pre-workout, it's perfectly fine. Just like these other ingredients that we have here. It's just convenient. It's just very convenient, yeah.
So how long does it take to formulate one product, roughly?
It could take months.
Yeah.
Could take months, yeah.
3 to 6?
Yeah, probably 6 months, maybe more. Again, it depends on getting the formulas. What like if you get the samples, if you get the samples and you give it to your customers and they all love it, there really isn't much to change, right? Yeah, there isn't really much to change. Just try different flavors. I also get that. Like I also tell them like we have the flavors, and I tell them like from 1 to 10, what you give this flavor. Like, and when we go by that too. Of course, I need to like the flavor if I'm going to release that flavor.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it takes around 3 to 6 months or so. So do you guys plan like in January, do you sit down with your formulator and
This year,
this is what I want to do for 2023?
This year, yes, it was a little bit. I mean, we're still dealing with supply chain issues.
I heard creatine.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah,
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, good thing we don't use it.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, like this year it was easier just because, I mean, not I don't want to say easier than before. I mean, it would have been easier when we started because it was 2019 before COVID, right? But this year we kind of had the chance to sit down and say, okay, we want to release these products, these standalone products. Couple more that are in the works right now. Yeah, we had the chance to do that this year just because things were a little bit more predictable in a way. Hopefully things will be back to normal in the next year or two, hopefully, with manufacturing.
Is that what's kind of been told is like a year or two?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
So how much, okay, so for the back chain of the supply, how much has it pushed you?
Oh, for example, the nuclear power, for example, I get ingredients directly from the people that make it, the laxosterone and the eproepicate. And in one of the batches that we had, they didn't have laxosterone for months, man. They just said, we don't have it. And I paid for everything. Everything was ready with manufacturing, labels, everything. And they just didn't have the laxosterone. The easier route for me, would have been to just get the generic form and just put it in there.
That's one thing I was saying off air that I appreciate about you is that you use like trademark things.
Yeah,
you make sure things are studied and you make sure the things that are trademarked.
Yeah, with some of the ingredients, you want to make sure the quality is there. Yeah. With the trademark, they have to
have the quality.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, they have to meet certain standards. So with the laxosterone, I just had to wait, man. We just had to wait for a few months just because they didn't have it until they said, we finally have it, we're shipping it, and that's when we were able to make more. But it just happens like that. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I can like tell them, hey, I need it, but if they tell me they don't have it,
it's a little bit more frustrating for you, right? Because
it is, but it's not just me, just the customers telling me when is it gonna be ready, right? Yeah. So if all I can say to them is it's not gonna be ready for a few months or a few weeks, and I only go by what they say. Yeah. If they tell me a few weeks and it takes months, there's nothing I can do, right? Yeah. Like I said, I can go with the generic version, but I didn't want to do it, and I wanted to make sure the quality still there, right?
Okay, so for 2023, obviously don't say, but how many products are you hoping to put out in 2023, new ones?
Oh, if I have to be honest, I don't have a number.
You don't have a number?
Not right now. Not right now.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to go over your products.
Sure.
So Neurodose EA. Yeah. You want to explain to them what that is?
Well, it's the trademark ingredient of area gerensis. Again, which is a potent stimulant. It might not be as strong as the MMA. Yeah. But the quality, since it's a trademark, quality is there, just like what we talked about. So when you get this, you know that you're gonna take something that is high quality, that it won't have some shady stuff, shady ingredients, right? It won't be laced with something else. You tried it yourself, so you know that it works.
Yeah, it's a great product. Yeah. So what would you tell if people wanted to order this? What would they use this for? They use this as like instead of a coffee, or we use it as a pre-workout?
Yeah, you can take a pre-workout. Depending, like if you, for example, try nuclear pump or some other non-steam pre-workout, and you want a little bit of steams in it, you can just take this with like some caffeine or without the caffeine, and you should be good to go. Right, like that's kind of the use. So in the morning, if you want to take it just with coffee, you have like a long day, you can also take it. You can take one capsule in the morning and then another capsule at lunch, just to like keep it sustain. Yeah, because you can take 2 capsules a day. Yeah.
All right. I love this product. I actually use it in the mornings when I have to wake up at like 4:30. I take one with a little bit of coffee. And then we have nuclear pump.
Yeah.
I love this product. So explain a little bit about nuclear pump.
Yeah, so this one is non-steam pump and nootropics, right? There's no caffeine, so you can no steam, so you can take it in the evening if you need to. I used to work out in the evening, so this was perfect.
Yeah.
Because you really don't want to take anything with steams. Yeah. You want to be able to finish your workout, go home, have a shower, eat, and go to bed, right? You don't want to stay.
Explain to the audience what a nootropic is.
Well, it's something that helps you with, mental focus, mental clarity.
But it's not stimulant.
No, it's not a stimulant. I mean, some of them can have that kind of effect.
Like which ones?
For example, I know like L-tyrosine can have those kind of effects at a high dose.
So like high dose? Like how high? Around 3,000 milligrams?
Maybe more. I mean, it depends on the person.
Okay.
Like some
how
people,
sensitive they are.
Yeah, it depends. We'll respond differently to these products, right? So some people, might love nuclear pump and some other person not like it, right?
Yeah. What I appreciate about your products too is that everything is either clinically dosed or more.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that you don't.
Yeah, people can do half, like 1 scoop instead of the 2, and it will be 40 servings. So it will last more, and it will be a better price, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we try to do. Again, they can just stack this with any of our products. They can take nuclear pump and Self-Flow 6, for example. And they can go nuclear pump and the glycerol, so they can just stack it whatever way they want.
They can add it, subtract it.
Yeah.
So the glycerol, what does that help with?
Pumps.
Pumps?
Yeah, it helps with what is it right here? Maximize pumps and increase intramuscular hydration.
Back of it, I love it.
No, but seriously, it's a great product that people can use pretty much in any scenario. It's unflavored, so you don't have to worry about like mixing it with something else. Just water is fine. Mix it with your pre-workout. Seriously, anything. That's the beautiful thing of like these standalone ingredients. You can just stack it with anything, really, anything you want. Yeah.
And then I think my favorite one.
Yeah, you've been a big fan of Self-Flow 6.
So how did you fall upon Self-Flow?
Well, before we were using the Vaso 6, right? The original nuclear pump formula.
Well, so what happened? Why did they have to? Do you know why they had?
Yeah, they had a few issues. I believe it was with another company. I can't remember the name that was suing them, but I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know 100% exactly what happened. But Matt,
one, right?
Yeah. But I also think but I also think he wanted to upgrade the ingredient itself, right? Not just people thinking about it in terms of pumps, but as you can see, it's great for overall health.
So
fat loss, muscle recovery.
So the people at home, Self-Flow 6, if I think everybody should take it. So basically what it helps with the blood flow to the heart.
Yes.
Just
recovery. If you take it at night.
Exactly. If you take it at night, you're more relaxed.
Yeah, Matt even recommends for this one, because 3 capsules, you take 2 in the morning or 2 pre-workout and 1 in the evening before going to bed.
Yeah. So when I asked Matt, I was like, okay, what is like the best dosage that I took? So I took 500 milligrams or milligrams? 300 milligrams in the morning, 300 milligrams after my workout, and then 300 milligrams before bed. And cardiovascularly, I found within 6 weeks, it just shot like my heart capacity like exceeded anything I thought it would be. And the blood flow,
exactly.
The blood flow was unreal after. Like I wouldn't even have to take like a pump product. I could just take a coffee. And my blood flow came in so nice. So it's a beautiful product. Yeah,
I actually have a customer was telling me that sometimes these pre-workouts are, they're really loaded. So the serving size is now 25, 30 grams, 35 grams. So it can be a little too much for him. So he can just take half a scoop of those pre-workouts and just add Self-Flow 6, for example, or the Neuro PA, and it's much easier for him to digest all of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. That being said, I need another bottle.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have nuclear power.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Oh, that one is, I'm gonna say it's a natural muscle builder. That one was tricky. That was very tricky because that category is very, I don't know, people can complain a lot about natural muscle builders. That either they work or they don't work, or it's a scam, or
It's like a
placebo effect,
placebo,
right? So when we released that one, I believe in the product, but I was a little hesitant just because I didn't know how people were gonna react to it, right? Because we've seen other companies releasing some of these products, and people just complain like, "Oh, this doesn't work." But I said, you know what? We have a big dose of testosterone, big dose of preworkout, and big dose of ecdysterone. And I said, you know what? I believe in the product. We had good feedback from other customers, and we released it. And man, not gonna lie to you, the first batch sold, I don't know, in like a couple of weeks, something like that. Second batch sold in less than 12 hours. So
Really?
I was that impressed. I was like,
that's a happy thing.
I know, and I was super happy because we got lots of positive feedback on it. Like it people really like it, and I get emails and messages all the time. When is this coming back in stock? And that's the thing, right? Like I said, if I could, I will have it in stock all the time. But people buy it, and people buy 3, 4, 5 bottles at a time.
Well, so when I was asking you about Selflux, you were saying that about
same thing, yeah.
You were selling out like crazy for it.
Yeah. It was people were also getting 2, 3, 4 bottles at a time. Yeah.
Even when I got it from you, I'm like, can I have 3?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got 3, by the way, right?
I didn't know if it was gonna like get off the market too quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how it works. So yeah, people and I think people just want to make sure they have it, they have enough of it, right? But yeah, with the nuclear power, that's our best selling product. And like I said, it can be a tough category just because people can
hate on it, right?
Yeah, they can hate on it without really trying it.
Exactly.
And I can understand that.
Because some people can say like, oh, natural muscle builders, they don't really work, right? The only thing, either you do PEDs, or that's the only thing that really works. But I think people also are underrated and downgrade what this can do, because it's like you put it in your mind that like, oh, it's like you know.
Well, like I always tell them, and I'm very, very honest with this stuff. I always ask them, like, is your training on point? Is your diet, your nutrition on point? If not, this is not going to help you. Like, I'm very honest, and I always say, if your training and diet is not on point, you shouldn't be touching this stuff. Well, yeah, and I'm okay with saying that. Like, I don't want them to buy it and then it doesn't work for them and they just hate the product. No, you need to make sure you're training hard, and you're eating properly, like your nutrition is on point. This will help you for sure.
It does, yeah. Because I found the testosterone helped my joints a lot more, and then my healing capacity of after workouts was phenomenal.
And exactly, like if you can recover faster, you can hit the gym faster, right?
It's saying train hard but recover harder.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So
So like if for example you're training, but in the next couple of days you're still very sore and you can't really hit the gym again. Well, you can really make like progress, right? So this will help you, feel good, hit the gym, feel good after a couple of days, and then go back to the gym and do the same thing.
And then we have our flagship, the
Nuclear Pre.
Nuclear Pre. So there's a lot of things in here. A lot of things.
That one went through a few formulations again, just because we're manufacturing in the UK. Some ingredients you cannot use over there.
Agmatine.
Agmatine, for example.
Something in place for Agmatine?
The Amento pump.
Amento pump. And you have a Mento pump in here, right?
Yeah, I have it in there.
Did you add a Mento pump even more? Or
No, we didn't have it before.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We replaced the Amantine with Amento pump.
So what does a Mento pump do?
A Mento pump is another trademark ingredient, and it actually works with a lot of stuff. When you read about the ingredient and what the company says that the ingredient does, it helps with strength, with fat loss, with pumps. So it can help in like everything. So that's why we have it there. I think it's a great ingredient. It's a high dose, so people really feel like when I got the samples. Man, after the few like warm-up sets, I was like, "Holy shit, this is really good!" This is working really well. So Synephrine, you can't use it in the UK as well. So
I feel you can't.
No, so that's
use it here though, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the US.
In the US,
So,
but isn't it called bitter orange here in Canada? Or there's different names for.
There's different, because that's the extract, the bitter orange extract.
Yeah.
You can get it from there, right? That's what we use in the thermonuclear.
Okay.
because there are other components in there, not just the like the synephrine part, you cannot use it over there in the UK. That's why we changed it for tyramine.
Okay. Oh, tyramine. Okay.
Tyramine, yes.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I just want to take a quick second to say thank you to our sponsors. So our sponsors are Neurodose.ca. They have CBD pills. I like taking the CBD pills after a hard workout, or honestly, if I need to get a better sleep. They also have their microdosing kit, the liquid, which is a 1P LSD. It helps me with a little bit with productivity, especially when I do martial arts. I feel a little bit more coordinated in that sense. They also have the psilocybin pills. It lasts about 3 to 6 hours, so you can definitely take it midday. The way I kind of suggest it, or the way I say that it helps out the most, is that I feel like I'm playing chess while everybody's playing checkers. Neurodose.ca, our discount code is GetOffa15, but they also have a facility called Floatvalley, located in Markham, Ontario. Kind of a game changer when it comes to recovery. They have infrared saunas, they have a float tank, they have ice baths, and they're working on getting a couple of new things too. Go to floatvalley.com to kind of book. It is GetOffa15, again, our discount code. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the podcast.
So what I find interesting too about you is that whenever I find that a supplement company or somebody opens a supplement company, it's always a pre and a protein, and like a creatine. So do you working on protein, or you just consciously don't want to get to
Well, right now it's very expensive. Very expensive. It went up, just like you said, creatine and protein went up like by a lot. So right now I don't think it's the best idea to get into protein.
But do you ever really want to get into protein?
Not necessarily, just because I always see it like, what can we do differently that will help have this product like stand, right? With protein, it's tricky. It's very tricky because you don't want to change too much. You don't want to add too much. And protein is just something that, I don't know, people, I don't know if they want something clean, like little fat, little carbs to none. So I just thought that it wouldn't, maybe the flavors, if you have really good flavors, that will probably
but now
make
there's
it.
so many different
There's so many different flavors.
White, Rouges,
so
French vanilla and chocolate.
I know. Like what happened to these classic flavors, but no. For the protein, we're not releasing one right now. No, not right now.
So I always thought that a good a game changer. I know people don't like the game changer term in supplement business, but a protein that has nootropics in it. That you take in the morning instead of like a meal, and you could call it like morning whey.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You put a little tyrosine in it, put a little bit of lion's mane.
But that's the thing, lion's mane very hard to flavor. So that's the thing. You gotta play with that, right? You gotta play with that. You gotta play with that. You gotta make sure that flavor is okay. Flavor is good. People are gonna enjoy it, drinking it in the morning. Because it's not like a pre-workout. Pre-workout can taste okay. People just chug it and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just slam a when people are like, "Oh, it doesn't taste good," I'm like,
no, I mean, I do believe that.
Shots of tequila.
No, I do believe that it should taste good.
Yeah,
it shouldn't taste like crap. Right?
No, it shouldn't taste like garbage. It shouldn't taste chemically either.
Yeah, exactly. But if you have that issue with like protein, or even something like amino acids or intra-workout that you have to sip through your workout.
You have BCAAs, do you not?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We used to have the nuclear intra, but
that's what it was. I'm sorry.
But we're switching to something else in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, but you want the flavor to be like amazing, because people are gonna be drinking it throughout the workout, right? Yeah. And if it tastes bad, or if it doesn't taste good, they're not going to like it, they're not going to buy it again, right? So that one is very tricky. Yeah, you got to make sure it tastes good and people like it.
So what do you think, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but what do you think about that whole controversy about testosterone and everything?
Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, yeah.
It's tough because it was getting some real good data in the beginning, right? From my understanding.
I didn't really read the data. I just it started popping everywhere. Every company had one, right? And I'm not sure exactly what happened after they said, oh, this is what we found in like those products that got tested. I don't know exactly how they fix things up. Like, I don't know if they talked in private or if they had the new testing done. I have no idea. I think one of the companies changed the name of their product. It's no longer called, I think it's not called testosterone anymore. Something else. Can't remember.
Really? Because originally it's called, it's Ajuga. The plant is called
Ajuga something else.
Right? Yeah. I can't remember what it is, but I remember change it. But do you ever get scared of that yourself? It's like, is the manufacturing giving me what is actually in that product. Did you ever get scared of that? Because that's, I mean, we're not gonna obviously name names, but that's pretty much what happened to that person. Is there wasn't any Turkestan.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if this was just in one batch for those specific products, one batch, or it's been like that ever since they released the products. I have no idea. But yeah, you gotta make sure, you know, you do some testing, you trust your manufacturer, you trust the ingredients you're bringing in, because sometimes some of these ingredients, the manufacturer doesn't carry them. So you have to get them yourself, or they can get them outsourced, or they will get them for you. But yeah, no, it's tricky because with that, like, I think it ruined it for all the other products.
Which is kind of sad.
For all the other Turkestan products in the market, I think people are now thinking, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it because I don't know if it's going to be the real deal, right?
Yeah. I really felt bad for him because I was like, are you doing... Because I don't really think he did that on purpose. It didn't seem like that, at least. And that really took a hit on his company for a bit.
Yeah, did it?
I think so. Yeah, from my understanding, some people I talked to. Well, because he was he is a pretty prominent company, and that took a big hit. Now, because if one thing is off, then everybody's going to think everything is off.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So you have to be really careful with that.
You do.
So it's kind of crappy. So I want to ask you, why do you think supplements get such a bad rep? And like, because usually it's like, oh, you shouldn't take supplements, you shouldn't take pre-workout.
I mean, even with doctors, right? Because they don't really know.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't really know what you're taking, or they don't really know what these products are.
Well, they just say it's not good for you. It's not good for you.
I mean, I guess it's because in other cases, a lot of these products have been spiked with other stuff, laced with other stuff. I think it also came down when prohormones were legal and easy to get at like a GNC or a supplement store. So
like over the counter.
Yeah, over the counter. So these high school kids were getting this prohormones
to get jacked.
Yeah, and then they didn't know they were supposed to do, you know, like a PCT and have this like organ support, all that extra stuff.
Yeah, liver support.
And they were getting like fucked after their cycles, right?
Yeah.
And of course, parents will be like, "What the hell is happening to my kid? Or why is he? What's wrong with him?" Right? And they will go to the doctor. They will ask, "What were you taking?" They might say what they were taking, or they might not say it. But yeah, I think it could be like that. And also, you see all these headlines where it says, "Oh, this person died after taking whatever pre-workout," and then you kind of see the news, and this person took like 40 servings of that, one pre-workout, right? Yeah. Like, and it gets a bad rep just because of the title that says that a person died while taking a product, but you don't really know if this person was taking something else, was on medication, was suffering with some kind of disease. Like, you never know, right?
Yeah, and you also have to be very careful when it comes to being younger and taking pre-workout. Like, I know one of my clients, he's like, "Oh, what pre-workout should I take?" I'm like, "Well, none." Like, I don't know, like a green tea and maybe a coffee if your parents.
How old?
He's 16.
Okay, yeah, no, so yeah, 16.
So I said maybe if your parents are allowed with it. But he's like, "Oh, but my buddies are taking Gorilla this, Gorilla Mind. They're taking 2 scoops or 3 scoops of C4, and they get amped up." I'm like, yeah, but like your heart is like not ready for that kind of stimulus.
No, and at 16, man, you have so much energy.
Well, you should.
You should, right? You should, yeah.
That's true.
Like, if you're a healthy 16-year-old kid, you should have a lot of energy.
Yeah, but you should. Yeah. But I believe that on like the supplement companies kind of targeting like more younger males. Yeah. Because like they have these younger influencers.
Yes, they are. Some of these people are under 18, under 20, under 21, or under 18, right? Depending on where you live. But they should not be promoting this stuff if you're underage, right? Yeah. Some companies don't care. Yeah. As long as they're bringing the traffic and the orders in, they don't care.
I agree with that. Yeah. So just for the people at home, also pro hormones are pretty much in between from steroids to like natural test.
Yeah, the thing is that these pro hormones turn into steroids once they're in the body, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly. Yeah. So it's a little dangerous, especially if people don't. I mean,
they don't understand how they work.
Suggest anybody to take pro hormones, because if you're really going to take that route, you should really probably just talk to your doctor. Yeah. If you have low
testosterone,
yeah. But even then, like, there's so many natural ways to increase your testosterone. But anyway, that being said, I think that too about like, I feel like there's more bad supplement companies in the past that ruined. So like we're trying to go legit in certain things and trying to show it be like, you would think that this has to do something with pre-workout, but this is just for health.
Yeah, that's
Right.
overall health.
But if
yeah.
somebody who didn't understand supplements would assume that this is bad for you, just
Yes.
just
Just because they don't know, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a little.
So some of the companies have been doing a great job educating customers and educating other people that are just getting into the supplement space, right? Which is great, especially if there are bigger companies with bigger reach. For smaller companies, of course, a little bit harder, but if you're a big company and you have those influencers and they can really talk about the products, talk about the ingredients, what they do, show some data, that really helps people understand what they're going to take, if that's what they want to take, how to take it. Like you said, the guy is, for example, the guy, the gorilla, right?
Yeah.
He has a YouTube channel. He talks about it.
More placement dates.
He has a big channel, so he can talk about a lot of stuff.
He's very smart.
Yeah, so he can share some knowledge.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people watching these videos, they will be able to tell, okay, this is for me, or maybe this is not for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. It's all about explaining it properly. Do you have any? I don't want to say influencers, but any ambassadors for your company?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
It's not really something you're.
It's not something that I'm been thinking about, honestly.
Yeah. Is there a certain reason, or it's just not in your mind right now?
Not in my mind right now. Not in my mind. We do have people that offer, like, oh, hey, I have this. I have a YouTube channel. I have I don't know, thousands of followers on Instagram, but it's not something that I'm doing right now. That we're doing right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. So I wanted to ask you, what are some supplement companies that you think are like doing really, really well right now with explaining things? Like, what do you think about Ghost?
Oh, they're huge. Yeah, they're a big company. Yeah, and they're doing things differently with all these collabs and like the Total Ninja. So
I'm not gonna lie,
you bought it. There you go. See, so it's stuff that they can do, and people want to buy it. Yeah. Right. Like you bought it. Why did you buy it? For example, you can tell me. Yeah, you're like, why did you buy that one?
To be honest, so I bought it because Ninja Turtles is like nostalgia for me, right? And each flavor was tailored toward a different turtle.
Okay.
Right. And honestly, it was just nostalgia.
There you go.
And it was there. And the funny thing is, their products wasn't different. Like they didn't add anything or take away.
It was just the different label.
Different label.
Different flavor.
Different flavor.
Okay.
Different flavor, and then they even added like a nostalgia Ninja Turtle box.
But there you go, right? So that works.
But it's crazy because looking back, because it came in 4 products, right?
Oh, so it was like a stack.
It's like a stack case. I probably would not order all of them at once, but the fact, you know what it is? It's a fact that it's a limited edition thing.
Okay.
That you're like, I want that.
you want that
limited edition.
Yeah.
Right? And it's funny because my wife makes fun of me because it came in like a Ninja Turtle pizza box.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
It's just cardboard and I didn't throw it out.
There you go, yeah.
And then I realized like a month later, I'm like, this is just garbage. I should probably just throw this out. And I did, but it's funny. They're really good at marketing.
Yes.
Like, amazing at marketing. And they are changing the game when it comes to, because they were the first to collab.
I would
have influencers, right?
I don't know. But yeah, they're doing that. They're doing. They have their energy drinks, right?
Have you tried any of them?
No, not yet.
They're so good.
They're good. Yeah.
Their flavoring system.
That's what I mean, right? So what I guess what they're trying to do differently is flavors. People seems to really enjoy what they do with their flavors, with their protein, with their pre-workout, with their energy drink. So yeah, they're killing it. Yeah, that's a big company.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Are you working on any new flavors?
Yes, we are. It's just that, again, since everything is being done now in the UK, it just takes a little longer because I'm not over there to supervise some of that stuff. But yeah, we're working on new flavors, yes.
Okay. So what are a couple of things in the supplement industry that you don't like, that you're trying to change with your company?
Could be, I don't know. Well, I've seen some new companies. I mean, I don't even know if they're like actually companies. They sometimes are just these people that release one product with a weird name or and they just want to.
There's a pre-workout that's like Scarface.
Yeah, like there's actually one that I was thinking about. It was named Pablo Escobar, something like that, man. And I'm Colombian, man. And I find that extremely stupid because that guy was a drug lord. He killed like under his like crime organization. There were like over like 3,000 people that were killed.
Yeah.
And this company thinks that it's cool to put his face and his name on a pre-workout.
Yeah, and that upsets you.
Yeah, it upsets me. It's like if a company were to put like, I don't know, man, like Osama bin Laden on a fucking label and sell it to Americans. Like how stupid is that, right?
But people will buy that.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Americans will be very pissed.
Yeah.
But that's how stupid it is. At least to me. Of course, some people don't know exactly the meaning behind Pablo Escobar and all that stuff. They will buy it just because they think it's cool. But that's some of the stuff that pisses me off, that I don't like. These kind of products and labels and stuff that they don't really make any sense. And it's like you don't really think about the meaning of what you're doing with your product.
Do you find that with that you somebody's having a party next to us? Oh my god!
Man.
You just want to take a break until it passes?
Okay, we're gonna be right back, guys. We're gonna pass. And we're back, guys. I appreciate that. We had to take a little break. Break, but it's okay. So what I was going to ask you previously, we were talking a little bit about how you find that some companies are a little bit disrespectful when it comes to promoting like the Pablo Escobar stuff, and you were talking about the Osama bin Laden stuff. Do you find that do you work well with other supplement do other supplement owner companies don't work well with you, or is there bashing in that industry? I have no idea.
I think I've seen some of that stuff happening, but with other companies. I try to stay away from that.
No,
any beef between, like owners or companies or products.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get involved in that. Like I got too much stuff going on with, my own company, my own life. I don't want to get involved.
You got a baby too.
Yeah, I got a baby, right, man. I don't thank you very much. Yeah, I don't want to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually met some really, really nice people in this industry.
You mean like owner-wise or
owner-wise, or just people, working in the supplement industry, either doing content or working for as a manufacturer, as formulators, or just doing, Instagram, promoting stuff. Some really good people in the industry.
Yeah, I find
not everybody's like that, but there's a few that are really cool.
I've heard majority is like they're pretty not the nicest, but we know, like, for example, Mateo, Supplement Snoop, correct? Or
yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Right? Him, he's good with his knowledge that he brings out. And then you guys,
that's another thing. He does a great job educating people. Exactly. So what we're talking about.
Yeah, if there's one thing I could definitely give him kudos to, it's he breaks things down perfectly.
Takes the time to do it. Yeah.
To tell people what you're getting into, what to expect, and the reality,
and what not to expect.
Not to expect, and the reality of a supplement, right?
Yeah, the review bros. Also great.
I was just about to say the review bros. How did that happen?
Oh, they were actually, that was a few years ago, but I can't remember. I think they were the very first ones to review Nuclear Pump, if I'm not mistaken, at least in the UK. So that's how it all started. They reach out, I send a tub. They really, really like the product, and it just went from there. Like, they're really great guys. Whenever there's if there's anything that they don't like or I don't like, we can always talk about it. It's just easy, very honest. Yeah, very we just talk about stuff, which is important, right? So yeah, I give them they have a great channel. Like, their YouTube channel is growing, their Instagram page. So they're great people.
They are. Yeah, I don't know them personally, but I've heard nothing but nice things about them.
Yeah.
So you sell this direct to people through your website, correct?
Yeah. Well, we did that, and we have there were a few stores in the US carrying the products. Same in the UK, in Australia.
So do you want to try to start selling this in Canada through stores, retail stores?
Not necessarily. No, that's not really a plan. That's not really a plan. No. I'd rather stick to through the website for Canada, and in the other places, well, we do sell through other retailers. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Which retailers in the US, or just vitamin shops and stuff like that?
No. There are a few Supplement Kings.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. There's another one, Nutri Cartel.
I love that site, actually. Yeah. Is that just a website, or is that a store also?
Both.
Because I understand from them before, but only from the website.
Okay.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
They love your products.
Yeah, they do.
They repost your stuff all the time, great product, this one. I've heard a good.
Right now they don't have any stock, just because we don't have anything to. Yeah, but hopefully next week we will have more of the products landing, so we will be able to offer them the products. In Australia, my really good friend James. He's doing a great job over there with some of these products, especially nuclear power. He's doing really well with nuclear power over there. People really like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Also Australia too.
Australia, yeah, I know.
Everywhere.
It's people truly like the products.
Are you so I don't know if I've asked it. Are you the sole owner?
No, I share with somebody else.
Okay.
A business partner. Yeah.
And how did you meet this business partner?
Oh, just friends.
Oh, you're just like friends.
Friends.
And you're like, I'm thinking of this idea, and then he's like, I'm down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always good to have a business partner that can understand what you're trying to do, and the other way around, you can also understand what the other person is trying to do. And like I said, man, it's always about communication. Always about communication. If there's something you don't like or something you maybe want to do differently, always communicate.
Yeah, I always believe too is it doesn't matter what you say, but it's how you say it.
Exactly.
Right. So you can tell your co-owner like, I don't agree with this, but you can tell them in a respectful way.
Yeah, no, and okay, if you don't agree with it, what do you think we should do differently, and go from there. Like it's as simple as that. Like I said, I've seen some people fighting in this industry over some stuff that is just like, what's the issue, and why don't you just talk about it?
Yeah,
as simple as that.
Yeah,
right?
It's true. And does he live like in Toronto, like in Canada?
No.
Whereabouts does he live?
In the UK.
In the UK. Oh, he lives in the UK.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So and in the UK, we're starting to work with Protein Bargains. They're a distributor company, distribution. So they're gonna start doing distribution in the UK for products.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. That's we're really happy about this. So we're excited again now that the products they're finally ready. We can start moving the products in the UK.
Yeah. Because it's hard over there to move products, right?
Well, especially if you're over here, right?
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah.
Like if you're in a different country, it is hard. But like I said, I have my good friend over there. He's taking care of that. So yeah, we can work with that.
Your guys' role, what's your role and what's his role when it comes to the business?
Just similar, yeah.
You just double down on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like I said, we worked on like labels and like the design, what kind of design we want to have for the company, for what kind of like logos we want to use, what kind of just everything. Like we want to appeal more to the public. Like I was telling you about before, the design was for the labels were different, where maybe a little too aggressive, maybe too hardcore, and we just want to be able for people to see the product and be interested in the product, not to think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this because it might be too much. Yeah, we don't want to give that impression. And
it's not like even with the pre, it's a great everyday pre because if you have that big leg workout or something like that. You can do the full scoop. Is it 2 or 1?
2 scoops.
2 scoops.
Yeah.
But if you want to just go on a lower day, you do 1. And it's great because your dosages, even at a half dose,
it works.
It works perfectly.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you did that.
Oh, and like I said, if you want to, I don't know, a little bit more stims or something, depending on what you want, you can use
add the
NeuroPA or just some caffeine pills, whatever you want to use.
Yeah.
Even Self-Flow 6 if you want a little more pumps, like whatever you want, right? Or the glycerol, for example. Right.
Have you ever thought about adding like a testosterone powder? I feel like that's something that a lot of companies are.
That's not what they're doing, yeah?
Yeah, I see that they're popping up.
It's hard. Like I said, just like with the natural muscle builder, people will hate on test boosters. They will hate on it and they will say they don't work. And it just depends. Are you training properly? Are you sleeping 8 hours, 8 hours? So there's many factors, right?
Yeah.
But people that just like they think they have low test and they just think that with test booster they will feel great again. It doesn't really work that way if they're not doing their part.
Yeah, that's realistic.
Yeah. So something to think about, definitely. But yeah, I've seen companies doing test boosters.
They're adding to it. Somebody told me that a great combo is this with is it El Jefe or what's?
Oh yeah, that's like I said, that's the.
I see a lot of people combine.
That's the guy in Australia, my good friend James.
Yeah.
He also carries the test booster. I can't remember the name right now. Macho, I think it's called Macho.
Yeah. I heard.
So he's selling the stack. Yeah. So he's selling the stack, nuclear power, and the Macho together, right? Yeah. So people are really, really enjoying that over there in Australia.
But that's cool that you can work with another company and this.
Yeah, like I said, man, like and this is from my really good friend Adrian in the UK. He says the pie is big enough for everybody. The pie is big enough, so we don't really have to fight. And if people want to stack different products from different companies, go ahead. As long as it's working for you and you feel great and you like it, there should be no issues between companies. right? I know some people, some owners, they don't really like that, but I'm totally cool with it. Like you said, macho and nuclear power, if it's working for people over there,
win.
yeah, there you go,
Find
man.
your product.
Yeah,
And
I mean, if you can afford it, perfectly fine.
that's a big fact.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, I know you gotta leave soon, but I want to ask you, where do you want this company to be in a year or 2 years from now? Where you see yourself?
Oh, yeah, definitely want the company to be bigger, more products, more flavors. I want to be in more countries in Europe. Unfortunately, now with what happened in the UK, that they're no longer part of the European Union, it's a little bit harder to do distribution over there. But yeah, we just want to be in more countries and just have more products. And if there's any room to improve some of the products that we currently have, we will work on that. That's what we see.
Are you working like on a V2, V3 of like certain products, like version 1, like another version?
Not right now, because I think these products are working great. What I usually do is that if we're gonna get into a market that doesn't allow certain ingredients, yes, we do have to work on a different formula, right? Yeah. Or if there's something that we know is gonna get banned, like we know that in a few months, I don't know, something in the product is going to be banned, we have to start working on the new formula now. Yeah, right? So that's what we try to do. But for now, I think if it's working, we shouldn't really change it. Yeah. I know some companies like to do like new versions every few months, but I think we're happy with what we're doing right now.
I like it.
Yeah. You know what they say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so where they can find you? What's your Instagram handle?
Instagram, Peak Performance Labs.
Peak Performance Labs.
And then the website, peakperformancelabs.ca. .ca, yeah. Not .com. Yeah, that's .ca, because we're in Canada.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the coffee.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.